Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, June 29th, 2024. Public access to the Covington Flats area in Joshua Tree National Park is closed through Sunday, July 7th. The area will reopen Monday morning. The spring rains caused an abundance of grass to grow, which is now dried, making a continuous bed of flash fire fuels. And in response, the National Interagency Coordination Center, or NICC, has issued a fuels and fire behavior advisory for the area. The National Weather Service has also issued high heat warnings for the area, and fire meteorologists at Southern California Geographic Coordination Center has stated that expected fire indicators will be high this season. The geology fire burned over 1,000 acres in Joshua Tree National Park last year, impacting Joshua trees and desert tortoise habitat. The Covington Flats area contains most of the important Joshua tree populations within the park. Joshua Tree National Park is currently under fire restrictions until October 1st. As the 4th of July holiday weekend approaches, human activity may increase fire risk. All visitors should practice fire safety by keeping campfires small and only within a metal campfire ring outside of the park. This is also a reminder that fireworks are illegal within the national park or anywhere in the Morongo Basin. A new exhibition of highly conceptual print and video work with origins in Switzerland opens tonight in Yucca Valley and will be visible from the highway until the end of July. With more, here's art lover Jeff Harmatz.
Gatefolds is the name of the new show from artist Jed Ochmanek, featuring intertwined video and print work that expanded upon itself over the last few years. Originally based on a video of Ochmanek making a painting, musicians Murs and Laraji wrote music for the video, which was then released as an album. Ochmanek then created album artwork, and he has continued to make work based on that album artwork, which is featured in tonight's show and leads to the name of the show, Gatefolds. The show is being exhibited at Compound YV, and there will be a reception tonight from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The video components of the show will be projected in the windows of the gallery 24 hours a day and will be visible on 29 Palms Highway until July 28th. Compound YV is located at 55379 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
The Yucca Valley Senior Center is hosting a fun evening of karaoke featuring local Morongo Basin DJ Troy Hoagland tonight. Come sing your heart out or just enjoy the show and cheer the performers. No matter who you are, there's always a good time to be had at a karaoke party. Sing your favorite songs, dance, and have fun. The event is free for seniors and light refreshments will be provided. The party will be held at the Yucca Valley Senior Center, located at 57088 29 Palms Highway. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the karaoke is from 6:30 to 8. For more information, you can visit the town's website, www.yucca-valley.org. Fireworks will be lighting up Lucerne Valley tonight at Pioneer Park. Gates open at 4 o'clock for a free day of vendors, bands, food, games, and other family activities. Park at the Lucerne Valley Market, and a bus will be giving rides to the park. Or if you have a handicap placard, you can park in the front parking area. Drop-offs are also available in that area. There'll be a car show in the parking lot of the Senior Center from 5 to 7 p.m., and the BMX track will be open at 5 so everyone can walk through from the Senior Center to the park. Fireworks start at 9 o'clock. The event is free, but you can nab VIP tickets for $10, which gives you access to the VIP section in the baseball field. You can purchase tickets at the VIP table near the basketball courts. You're responsible to bring your own chairs. That's a full day of family fun and fireworks in the evening at Pioneer Park in Lucerne Valley, 33187 Highway 247 East. Tonight, come out to the Pride Ball Cabaret and Dance Party for a night to remember. Starting at 6 p.m. at the Joshua Tree RV and Campground on Sunburst, there'll be live music provided by DJ Merle and a cabaret show hosted by Lady Chilane and Mr. Jeffro starting promptly at 7 p.m. After the show, get ready to hit the dance floor and let loose at a fabulous dance party with DJ Fallen One. They're asking for a $10 donation at the door for this community event, and no one is turned away. That's at the Joshua Tree RV and Campground on Sunburst, tonight at 6. Even though the Morongo Basin is a collection of small towns, cities, and unincorporated areas, that doesn't mean that homelessness isn't an issue here. Reporter Heather Clisby joins us with the county's numbers of unhoused here in the high desert.
San Bernardino County released their annual point-in-time count on the number of homeless people countywide. Overall, the population grew by just 1% compared to a 26% increase in 2023 and a 6.6% increase in 2022. Over 500 volunteers conducted the annual in-person count on January 25th of this year. The final report shows the county homeless population grew by 42 individuals for a total of 4,237. Breaking the numbers down locally, the report was more of a good news, bad news scenario. Morongo Valley counted an increase of 1 homeless person compared to 0 the year prior. Landers went the other way, down to 0 homeless compared to 2 last year. Yucca Valley saw their homelessness decrease by 15%, and Joshua Tree also saw a decrease by 31%. 29 Palms saw a notable increase of homelessness as it was up 67%. The annual count also revealed the presence of 4 homeless people in Wonder Valley, up from 0 the year prior. The full report is available online. Look for the link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
On a recent episode of the Up Close Show, host Gary Daniel welcomes special guests from the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, Captain James Porter, the Community Service and Reentry Division, Sergeant James Marshall of the HOPE Team, and Outreach social worker Diana Simmons. Reporter Gabriel Hart joins us with a recap of that conversation.
With this trio of our county's law enforcement outreach experts looking out for our higher-risk neighbors, Daniel asked Captain James Porter to repeat a statement he found particularly profound.
That's a very profound philosophy. Would you repeat that for me, please?
Sure. The goal of the criminal justice system should be public safety. It should not end at incarceration. It should not end at arrest. It should end at making our communities better, because most of these folks do come back to our communities. Our homeless folks live in our communities. So our goal should be to make our communities safer by bringing services and needs to folks to help them get on the right track.
Daniel then asked Porter to describe what outreach means to these special law enforcement divisions and what their teams do with HOPE, or Homeless Outreach Proactive Enforcement, and Inroads, or Innovative Remote On-Site Assistance Delivery.
We have different outreach teams, primarily a team called HOPE, which is a team driven to provide housing first to people in need in the unhoused population. And then we have a team called Inroads, which provides services first to those people when they're unable to be housed due to things like mental health illness or substance abuse. So we have teams that provide those levels of care in the field in the hopes we can stabilize and move to housing.
Now, the whole HOPE team process, the whole philosophy is new to law enforcement, and San Bernardino County has been on the cutting edge of it for a few years. Not many other law enforcement agencies were making that focus.
Yeah, so HOPE's actually been around for almost 10 years, but the larger division, the CSRD, has only been around for about 3 years. And we have brought a lot of resources and partnerships in that other law enforcement agencies just aren't doing. Just a quick example, the Inroads teams that Sergeant Marshall mentioned, we don't take those tasks on alone. That is dealing with the most severely mentally ill folks out in the communities. Most are homeless. And we know our deputies are not clinicians, they're not therapists, they're not social workers. So there's a partnership in there. So every Inroads team that works in our communities, and there's 4 of them, includes a deputy sheriff, a Department of Behavioral Health, alcohol and drug counselor, a Department of Aging and Adult Services, social service practitioner or social worker, and a Department of Public Health registered nurse. So we bring all the resources to folks who can't or won't go to get them elsewhere, so that we can try to get them stabilized and ultimately get them to housing. And that's a very innovative approach.
If you know of someone in need and are interested in contacting the HOPE or Inroads teams, we have their contact at the story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 news team, I'm Robert Haydon.